lobbyists in US to spread propaganda against Bangladesh, FM tells Parliament. Shahjalal University students break hunger strike after assurance from Professor Zafar Iqbal. Malaysia denies virus allegation of recruiting agencies' appointment monopoly. Assalamu alaikum. This is Nusrat Islam welcoming you all to Evening News. You have just had the headlines. Now let's move on to the details. Foreign Minister Dr. A.K. Abdul Momen has claimed that BNP hired lobbyists in US to spread propaganda against Bangladesh. The minister came up with the allegations while addressing the parliament in the morning. Dr. Momen said the BNP Jamaat alliance recruited 8 lobbyist firms in US from 2014 to date. On reaction to BNP's counter-allegations against the government on hiring lobbyists abroad, the minister said the government appointed PR firms only to portray Bangladesh's positive image abroad.
এই লবিস্টের টাকা কোত্থেকে গেল সেইটাও খুব ইম্পর্টেন্ট। আমি এই সাথে বলতে চাই যে তারা যে লবিস্ট নিয়োগ করেছেন দুঃখের বিষয় হচ্ছে তার লবিস্ট ওনাদের চিঠি দিয়েছে বাংলাদেশে যে তোমরা আমেরিকানদের বলেছে তোমরা যে সাহায্য সহায়তা করো এইগুলো তোমরা বন্ধ করে দাও। নিশ্চয়ই বিএনপির মাঠে ময়দানে যে কর্মী আছেন তারা কেউ চাইবেন না এদেশের অমঙ্গল হোক।
The students of Shahjalal University taking part in a fast unto death program demanding the resignation of Vice-Chancellor Fariduddin Ahmed have ended their hunger strike after 7 days. The students drank water to break their fast at around 10 a.m. today. The development comes following the visit of former SUST faculty and noted author Professor Mohammad Zafar Iqbal. Professor Zafar also condemned the arrest of 5 alumni of SUST for allegedly sending money to the protesters at the university. He also urged the law enforcement agencies not to physically assault any student. However, the ongoing movement against the university's VC will continue until all the demands are met, said the demonstrating students.
কালবেলা সবাই মিলে অনশন ভঙ্গ করেছে। আমি আমার জীবনে এর থেকে বেশি আনন্দ কখনো পাই নাই। আমি তাদের প্রতি কৃতজ্ঞ। যেহেতু আপনারা আমাদেরকে অনুরোধ করেছেন যে আমরা সব মেনে নিব, আপনি এই ছেলেগুলোকে মানে অনশনের হাত থেকে রক্ষা করেন, আমি সেই দায়িত্ব পালন করেছি। আমি অত্যন্ত দুঃখের সঙ্গে বলছি এই ছেলে মেয়েদের আন্দোলনকে থামানোর জন্য যে প্রক্রিয়াগুলো নেওয়া হয়েছে সেটা অমানবিক, নিষ্ঠুর, দানবীয়।
Bangladesh has reported 15,000 new coronavirus cases in the last 24 hours. The death toll rose to 28,273 as 17 more patients died from the disease in the 24 hours to 8 a.m. today. The government reported that 49,000 samples were tested across the country, logging a positivity rate of 31.64%. The latest figures put the recovery rate at 90.09% and the mortality rate at 1.63%. The Directorate General of Health Services has finalized clinical guidelines to prevent the upward transmission of the Omicron variant of the coronavirus. Spokesperson of DGHS made the announcement in a virtual bulletin today. He said COVID infection in the country is increasing because of the Omicron. Clinical guidelines have been developed to prevent the spread of the infection. It has already been finalized. They will share the clinical guideline with the public soon, he said. Corruption, inefficient bureaucracy and lack of access to credit during the post-COVID period in 2021 have been the top 3 challenges for conducive business environment, particularly the micro, small and cottage industries. A Center for Policy Dialogue CPD survey revealed today. Moreover, the businesses in the country will take 3 years to recover from the effects of the pandemic, according to 45% of the 73 private company high officials who were surveyed during April-July in 2021. One of the two buses, which crushed a teenage boy in Dhaka's Mokbajar area on 28 January, was being driven by a helper with no driving license. Monir Hossain took the bus of Ajmeri Glory Poribohon from the driver in Gulistan, sat behind the steering wheel and was heading towards Gazipur. RAB's Legal and Media Wing Director Khondokar Al-Moin shared the information at a press conference today after arresting Monir and Imran, driver of another bus of the same Poribohon from Dhaka's Palton and Munshiganj area yesterday. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has extended greetings to her Indian counterpart Narendra Modi on the occasion of India's Republic Day. The Premier wrote in an official letter, the unique ties of close friendship, cooperation and trust between two countries have flourished and grown from strength to strength in recent years. She said many new frontiers of cooperation alongside old traditional areas have been identified, particularly during the COVID pandemic. Thousands of people braved the morning chill in India's capital, New Delhi, today to mark Republic Day. People watched a display of India's military power and cultural diversity through the colorful spectacle was curtailed by the COVID pandemic. Nearly 500 school children, folk dancers, police and military battalions, floats and stunt performers on motorbikes paraded from the President's palace through the tree-lined refurbished of Rajpath. President Ramnath Kovind took the salute from the marching columns of troops, which also included a camel-mounted regiment with its mustachioed riders led by shiny brass bands with tubas. The 90-minute parade ended with a roar in the sky from a flypast by 75 Air Force fighters and transport planes and helicopters. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also attended the ceremony. Republic Day marks the anniversary of the adoption of India's constitution on 26 January 1950. The Human Resources Ministry of Malaysia has denied the alleged existence of a syndicate and monopoly in the appointment of Bangladesh recruitment agencies, BIRAs, after Malaysia and Bangladesh inked a new 5-year agreement involving the hiring of 1 million workers. However, Malaysia's decision was not well received by the Bangladesh Association of International Recruiting Agencies, BIRA, which raised concern over a monopoly or recruitment syndicate, which was previously linked to an increment of cost and various irregularities. M. Saravanan, Minister of Human Resources, Ministry of Malaysia, stressed there is no monopoly or syndicate from the Malaysian side. Saravanan was asked to respond to allegations of a recruitment monopoly after the government agreed to appoint 25 BRAs and 250 sub-agents instead of recruiting more agencies. Friendship Hospital in Shatkhira's Shamnagar has been named the best new building in the world, winning the Royal Institute of British Architects International Prize 2021. A model of climate-conscious design built with a bare minimum of resources, the hospital beat off competition from a gallery in Berlin by David Chipperfield and a cycle and footbridge in Denmark by Wilkinson Eyre, reports The Guardian. Located in Shatkhira, in the waterlogged landscape in the southwestern part of Bangladesh, the winner of the Royal Institute of British Architects Award used water as its chief starting point. Before ending, let's have a look on the headlines once again. BNP hired lobbyists in US to spread propaganda against Bangladesh, FM tells Parliament. Shah Jalal University students break hunger strike after assurance from Professor Zafar Iqbal. Malaysia denies BIRA's allegation of recruiting agencies' appointment monopoly. And that's all from the newsroom for now. To know updates, videos of this bulletin, visit our website www.ntvbd.com. Besides, visit our YouTube and verified Facebook page for updates of our NTV's popular programs and bulletins. Our next bulletin, Shondar Khabor, will be aired in Bangla at 7:30 p.m. Thank you for being with us. Have a good time.